Holy shit. What's up, YouTube? So, I have a very interesting video. So last week, I was involved in an accident, and I'm going to show you the damage. I just got my car back yesterday, a week later, and I kind of went over some of the damage and everything. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you and explain to you everything that happened, and I'm going to show you the damage of the car, and I'm going to explain to you what happened exactly. So this is my 1998 Honda Civic. As many people know, I bought this car originally 3 years ago in California. It was mint. It's clearly not anymore. It's a single cam. It's let me pop the hood real quick. I'll show you. So, yep, single cam, nothing crazy special. It's just a daily driver. So the lady was driving towards me, and she veered right into my lane, like you know, and she hit me and took out my whole entire fender, as you can see, the door, the mirror. She ended up actually taking out my upper control arm, my strut, and the lower control arm, which right now just has a EG control arm on there. Just because when I had them drop off the car out of the tow yard, because the police actually towed the car because it was involved in an accident and wasn't drivable. So they towed it to their yard, and I got it out yesterday, so it wasn't even like I couldn't drive it into my driveway. So she tweaked my door. As you can tell, it's not straight, so I need a new door, obviously. But the big damage that she got was this side. And you're probably wondering, like, what the hell? If you can look, she hit me so hard that it popped out. That, it twisted that. Yes, that is a lower control arm. I'm gonna get up underneath the car and I'm gonna show you. She didn't tweak this, so that's good. But now let me show you the real the real winner. So right here, this is all tweaked, you know. So I'm going to do my best to attempt to fix this, because I cannot afford to buy another car right now. I know, you know, I have a lot of cars laying around, but a lot of them are projects. So I'm going to, my first step that I'm going to do is I got to get the tank dropped, and then I'm going to take the wheels off. I'm going to take all this down. She bent and twisted the actual trailing arm. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but probably not. But I'll show you when I get it off, because I got to replace that. I have a replacement for that already. So I went to the junkyard today with a buddy while it was downpouring and rain, and I got a new rear strut, new front strut, new lower control arm, new front upper control arm, and I also got this cut, which is the rear section, which is twisted. So this is the side that I need. So I'm hoping that maybe I can just replace just this side. But I'm gonna drill it out, because it looks like it's got a bunch of spot welds here, so on and so forth, you know. So that's what I'm gonna attempt to do to try to fix my car, is I'm gonna try to replace this. So I'll show you guys like little bits and clips, and I'm not gonna really dig too, like when I start making like major progress, I'll obviously record it, but me drilling out spot welds, I'm not gonna record that. Me, you know, wire wheeling, I'll wire wheel and then I'll show you guys, like, in case anybody, you know, wants to try this. But yeah, she also hit my front so freaking hard that she put a big hole right here in my strut tower, which everything is straight. I did measure everything. So, but like I said, I got new upper strut. The only thing I forgot to grab while we were at the junkyard was the lower control arm. I pulled the parts off of a 2000, so I couldn't even use the fender if I wanted to. And like, it was a silver car, silver door. I could have grabbed it, but I was kind of just wanting to get the frick out of there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make some progress, get the wheels off, and see what I can do. I'll keep you guys up to date. Alright, so update. So like I showed you guys earlier in the video, this is several hours later, I got the rear brace completely stripped off the other sheet of metal. So let me show you. So I got all of this done. Yep, I got it all cleaned up. I got everything out. I did cut it here when I was cutting it out of the car, but oops, it is what it is. But now everything looks good. I'm just gonna clean it up on the inside. I'm probably gonna get this put back into its spot. I might tack it into place, and then yeah. So now it's just a matter of cleaning everything up from all the dirt and grime. So I'm gonna take my flat disc, get it all clean, hit it with weld through primer, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the tank dropped from the car. Let me show you what I've done to the car so far. Only thing I've done was pop this stuff off the fuel pumps and everything. It's super muggy and hot inside the car, as you can tell, all the condense, because the tow yard decided to leave my windows down for a week while we in Michigan had multiple days of rain. So now I have the wheels off. Like I said, I got the wheels off. Let me show you guys this. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is twisted. So I don't know if it's twisted to the point of not being able to be used, or if I can still use it. So now I have to pull this complete trailing arm, this strut, the rear section of my exhaust and mid pipe, because I got to get the tank off, and then I'm gonna have to get the fuel filler neck also out. Hold on. Okay. And then I have to clean up all of this seam right here and try to, that way I can get all of this stuff, this off. The part that's going to give me the most trouble, and I think I've already kind of game planned it, is going to be up in this pocket right here, where there's two spot welds up in there on both sides. So yeah, so now I think what I'm going to focus on is getting this rear muffler section, get this axle back off, and possibly undo my cat and just basically pull from the cat all the way back off, and then focus on getting the tank think I might just drain it from the drain into a bucket, if I can get a bucket under here, and a clean bucket at that, because it's a full tank of fuel. And then I can get this out, undo up there for this right here, for the filler neck, and, or for, yeah, no, that's evap stuff, I'm sorry. So I'm trying to also figure out if I'm gonna have to pull the complete trailing arm. I know I'm gonna have to pull my lower arms. Ugh. So I'm gonna have to pull lower arms on both sides, and so that's gonna be basically a tomorrow, because it is getting, as you can tell from the background. I mean, yes, there's plenty of, I'm gonna work till I can't. So, but that was the biggest thing. I got that taken care of. Now I'm gonna pull rear suspension, and I think I'm actually gonna pull the rear trailing arms and just kind of tuck them up underneath the car. I think that might be my best bet, and undo my calipers from the trailing arms, because I don't want to break open my brake system, and I don't want to have to re-bleed everything. But if I have to, I have to. It is what it is. So yeah, I will show you guys the next update I have. Thanks. Okay, so minor update. I'm gonna try something before I really start removing a bunch of stuff. So let me show you. Oh my god. So I was actually kind of beating on this a little bit to get the control arm out and everything, but I noticed this was moving. I know the geometry is gonna be off, but I think I'm gonna try to put a bottle jack here, probably right here, and put a 2x4 and see if I can't push that way a little bit, just temporary, until I can get something a little better. If this doesn't work, then, you know, tomorrow I'll focus on getting all this clean, all of this. But if I don't have to drop my fucking tank and do all that, then I don't want to. Like, that is the ideal fix. I'd love to get this pulled out, because it is pretty buckled. But if I can get this as straight as possible, and like, yeah, then that's what I'm gonna try to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this thing up and get this thing, try to get this thing to do what I would like to do for the night. And then if it doesn't work, then I'll get it done the other way. Since I have the other thing prepped, I'll just, yeah. All right, I just wanted to give you guys that little update. Okay, so another update. It is about 9:30 at night. Many hours later. Yeah, almost 10. Sorry, 10. So my noise ordinance is coming up. So I just want to show you where I'm stopping tonight. I have fuel tank out, because I was not actually able to get that pressed back into spot. I tried. So I got fuel tank out, I got control arms out, everything's out of the way, basically cat back is all the way out. So now tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and get all of this wire wheeled and get all up in here, all around, so I can get this rear cross member out. And then we're gonna go ahead and get the new one in. I'll show you the extent of the damage. So it's bent here, it's all buckled in here, as you can see. This is all buckled, so it should look like this one. I'm sure many of you know what a Civic rear end looks like, but this one's all gouged, obviously. So this will be changing tomorrow. This, I think I just need a new trailing arm bushing up here. So, or I just need to press that one in. So we're probably gonna still take this off and maybe try to push that back in. I think this is salvageable. Thinking about it, looking at it and everything like that, it looks salvageable. So if it is, that's freaking amazing. So for the time being, this is where I'm stopping. So I'll be getting all this wire wheel tomorrow morning, and hopefully by the afternoon this will all be spot welded out. I'm hoping I can just maybe grind all this out or something. I don't know yet. I gotta see. I know normally I would just get a spot weld cutter, and go in here, but I don't know exactly how I'm about to tackle this. Game plan, so I'm gonna game plan that for tonight. But this is where I'm leaving off for the night, and I will see you guys back in the morning to continue the journey of replacing this rear cross member. Good morning, guys. So it's the next day, and today I'm gonna focus on getting the lower cross member cleaned up so I can get that out. I got the other one pretty much prepped and ready to go. I got it I got weld through primer, which is this is the stuff that I'm using right here, the zinc weld from SEM or SEM. Part number is going to be 40773. I've used this stuff a bunch of times. I really enjoy it. I like it. I did some practice welds on this over here, right here. They're not the prettiest, but you know. So I'm gonna go ahead, and now that this is dry, I'm gonna go out. I cleaned all this stuff up the best. Looks like I gotta hit that one too one more time. So I gotta hit this one. Okay. Looks like they're all pretty much okay, ready to. And then I tried to weld this a little bit from when I cut into it at the yard right here, but I did my best. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and then we're just gonna go ahead and let that dry. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and focus on under the car now that this thing is pretty much prepped and ready to go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I guess just get the damn thing done. I'll update you guys once it is all the seam seals cleaned, and I figure out how I'm gonna get into like this section on the car. Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out how to do this section because there's two spot welds right here and on each side. I don't know how I'm gonna get those drilled out or how exactly I'm gonna get those taken care of, but I also need to re-weld a nut into there. That's the least of my worries right now. So the other one, just I had a control arm stuck on here and it wouldn't like I couldn't get the bolt out, So I had to cut the bolt and then try to use my vice grips, but it just kept rounding it out. So I got it out so far, but yep. But anyway, like I said, I keep repeating myself, so I'm just gonna get back to work and try to get this done. I'll see you guys once I update you on the next one. So another update. This is what I've gotten so far. I'm gonna get underneath the car and I'm gonna show you how basically what it looks like now that all the seam sealer is removed. So I got all this. There's I mean, if you feel them and you look, you can see that there are little spot welds. Like there's one right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's another one here, here. You see them right there. So now I gotta go and mark them all. I'm gonna mark them all with a marker, and then I'm going to go ahead and then I'm gonna center punch them all. Yeah, see, like I got the two up here. I gotta clean that up a little bit better. Yep, I'm gonna clean that up a little bit better. Then I got over here. I had to be really careful because this is where the fuel filler neck is on this side, and plus this little corner right here gave me the most amount of trouble. So yep, I probably gotta freaking clean up this a little bit more up in here, but that's not gonna be a big deal. But like I said, I'm gonna go through with a Sharpie and I'm gonna basically dot every one of them. So well, let me drill out some of these, and then yeah, see, we got spot welds right there. Let me go ahead and get all of these marked and situated, and then I will show you how I'm gonna try to show you guys my process of doing this. So all right, the drill. I have to run over to Harbor Freight and get a couple of those spot weld cutter drill bits, because my local paint shop's not open today because it's Sunday, so I can't go there and get the good one. So I'm stuck using the Harbor Freight stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's not terrible. They definitely get work in a pinch, but I definitely prefer the other ones. So I'm going to show you basically where I'm at as far as my progress. I removed the rear struts just to kind of give me a little bit more room. I haven't removed any of the trailing arms. And also, just like real quick, I also noticed that my trailing arm that I thought may have been twisted actually might not be twisted. I think it was just the way that it was contorted contortioned that made it look like that. And then also with this trailing arm bushing being so far out, I gotta have to remove this trailing arm completely just to put that back in. But I might actually just change it just to be safe. But anyway, let me show you where I'm at so far with this. So let me get my light real quick. So as you can tell, I've got everything dimpled and drilled pretty much, other than the ones that are in here, because I can't get the drill bit in unless I basically beat the shit out of this or cut it or whatever, and I don't want to do that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this is my grinder here, and I think I'm just going to try to grind this until it pops, and then I got all these done. So and then I got all of these ones done. I accidentally drilled through here, as you can tell. Yeah, I drilled through right there, and then I also drilled through right here. But I'm gonna end up putting seam sealer along this entire thing. I have a couple things of it, so from when I worked on my hatch last. So yeah, I mean, this is where I'm at so far. I'm just waiting on a buddy to show up, and we're gonna head over to, that's probably really bright. So I'm waiting on a buddy to show up, and then we're gonna head over to Harbor Freight. I'm gonna pick up a few things. My local Harbor Freight doesn't allow me to record in there, so I will record when I get back. So I hope you guys are liking the progress and the small little updates. I mean, I know it's not ideal, but it's currently what I got to work with, because I'm a one-man show. So I just wanted to give you guys an update, and for those that were asking about, you know, on my Facebook and on my Instagram and stuff, from when I posted pictures, how I was gonna fix this and stuff. Well, this is my progress. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm hoping you guys are liking the video. I'd really appreciate it if you guys would actually like the video and share the video. I'm gonna try to keep posting more content and making more videos, not really of like this stuff, but of like different things. Like, I want to finish this car. I gotta strip this out and build that one. So I'm taking parts from this one, putting it into this one, and then that one's also getting a K-swap. I'll go over another video with this car, so there's a whole different ball game story, but right now my focus is on this one. So what I'm gonna do now until he gets here is I'm gonna work on the front suspension and put in the new parts that I bought at the junkyard yesterday. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that until he gets here, and then from there I will yeah, I'll show you the update once that's done. All right, so we made it to the junkyard. We found the car. We found two cars. We found two 98s, right? There's two 98s, a sedan.
Yeah.
So we found two of them. This one's the same color as mine, but the door is banged up. But I might still grab the door anyway. Yeah, I just got the door and grab it anyway. Yep. So I'm not sure yet, exactly yet. Then they have the fender, but the fender's pretty fucked up. But they have the control arm that I need, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the control arm. Probably gonna see if I can find a decent, better one than this. And yeah. And then once I get my parts that I'm looking for, we'll do a walk around of the yard. They got some, but I think they got some pretty decent stuff, man. So, all right, I'm gonna pull this part real quick, and then I'll get back with you guys. So we're successful. We got it. It was a pain in the ass, but we got it. And I couldn't use the green one because the bolt snapped inside the body. So, but it's not in bad shape. I needed this as well, so, and I get this extra fuzzy shit. So, take it home, put it on the car. Hopefully it fits. Now we go to Harbor Freight. And then back to bodywork. Yeah. See you at the house. Well, we're back to the house. So we got the new control arm, like I showed you guys at the junkyard. I'm gonna get ready and put that on. Hopefully that'll be fixed. Then I got we stopped at Harbor Freight and picked up these spot weld drill bit, so I can get underneath there and start getting all that stuff cut out of the way. So, but I'm gonna do the lower control arm, and then once I get through some of that, I'll bring you guys up to date. Another update. So we are slowly, and when I say slowly, I mean slow. We are slowly getting this thing out. So what we're doing is we're slowly getting that drilled out, a little by little, because hang on, this bit right here is a spring, so you push on there in the middle where you pilot drive it, and then you slowly drill. That's good. And then we taking a flathead and we're trying to pop it like we did with all these. So I did all that side, and Mike here's working on these 4 for me while I can take a break because I'm exhausted. I'd get out of your way here. I'll get out of your way. Yeah. Yep. Try to get that wedged in there a little bit. Yeah. So trying not to tear the metal. So now we notice that it's not fully all the way through. So he's going to continue to cut in that one spot and then work his way that way. Try that now. I would swing your feet underneath the car completely, so that way you can hammer this way. Yeah. No, like kind of like I was. Okay, it's coming. You can see there's a little lip right here. Yep. It's all about slow time management, that's all. Alright. Well, we got it out. So now we just gotta clean up all of this. So now we gotta clean up all this stuff all in here. So, and then I'm gonna what do you call it? I'm gonna hit all of this with a under primer or well through primer, and then we should be good to go. So, and then yeah, get all these cleaned up, get all this under coating and everything out of here, fill in some of these holes that we've made. But yeah, we made progress.
Much so.
It was not fun.
No.
But we did it. So, yep.
It's out.
It's out.
So
I'm gonna go ahead and clean all, get all this stuff with the torch to get all the underbody stuff off. All this undercoating, and a razor or a wire wheel on the drill. And then once all that's cleaned up, we'll hit everything with the flat disc and make everything nice and smooth. And from there, we're gonna test fit the new one. So we'll show you guys that one once we get all this cleaned up. So. Update. So we got the rear sub cross member in place. It's in. It's all hooked up. However, it's only in there with the jack because I'm getting ready to weld. So I got it all pretty much mocked up and everything. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and focus on welding these 4, and and then work my way from here to that side, and then basically from out to in. And then after I'm done, I'm gonna stitch weld here and some other spot. You know, I'm gonna stitch weld around the whole thing. We're gonna be doing MIG, so hopefully we can get this. I can get this thing all welded in, good to go. I'm still gonna button up some of these gaps. Mike's changing. We found out that my my spindle was sitting all crooked, and it's because when the lady hit me, it buckled this section, so it bent it. From what it looks like, she bent the fuck out of it. So we're just gonna replace the whole knuckle. Those are 10s. Yeah, this right here, that's 10.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, don't forget the bracket. And then yeah. And then I found out my sway bars broke, or not broke, but bent. So I'm just gonna pull it out of the car for now. I have like only a couple hours to get this thing done. Do my best to get it done. So that's the plan. I'm gonna get these tacked in, get this all welded in. I'll give you guys another update as soon as that's all done. Thanks. Got the subframe all welded up in there. My welds are booger as shit, so don't judge me. I'm not a professional welder, so this is just an update. I'm trying to get this done. Hold on. There's a reason why it's my car and not yours. Yep. So subframe is in. I've smacked it around with a hammer a couple times. Nothing seems to be cracked or popping. So now I'm just gonna seam seal everything, and then we're gonna get this trailing arm off. Mike, you wanna tell them what we're doing next? That's that trailing arm.
Oh yeah, we gotta pop this out, and we gotta figure out this bushing. As you can see, it kind of popped out of place here. So we're gonna remove this, and we're gonna try and see what we can do with that bushing, if anything.
You can hear it wiggling.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that bad.
No. I'm hoping we should be able to pop it back in place.
I'm hoping we can salvage this trailing arm.
That'd be nice.
It's not twisted. So that's another thing we're gonna do, is we're gonna verify if this is twisted or not. So we are gonna go ahead and remove the emergency brake cable, which mine are held in with 10 right here, and a 10 bolt and a 10 nut. We're gonna pull that through the trailing arm, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the lower control arm unbolted, the actual mount bushing, and this upper arm right here, we're gonna get that all unbolted and pull this off. So I'm gonna go ahead and seam seal while Mike does all that. Once it's all seam sealed, I'm waiting for it to cool down. So once it's all seam sealed, I'll let you guys know, and hopefully we'll be able to have this thing back on the road tonight.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I know. All right. So, quick little update. Several hours later, we've been really busting our butts to get this done. So, like I said, I got everything welded in, and got it all seam sealed. The fuel tank's in, the exhaust is in. Mike's finishing up the fuel filler hoses. All the suspension is in. So as soon as he gets done with that, we can throw the tires on the rear, and then, yeah, that thing's nice and solid. And then we can test fire and hopefully get this thing on the ground and go for a test drive. So we're gonna get the tires on now that he's done, and then we're going to get the tires on, get it on the ground, and hope and pray that she fucking holds her fucking weight. So we'll get back with you guys on this one. Okay, we're almost to the ground. See how she does.
I would say that.
Let's get the front down so I can really. So yeah, I got just buffing it out, baby. We're just buffing it out. You think? Do you guys think this will buff out? Leave a comment. Let me know. Go on the yeah. Right here. I gotta get a new tire tomorrow. Fuck. Yeah, fuck it, I'll go. If anything, I'll just go to work late and get a fucking tire put on, and then I'll go to work after we drive this thing. We're gonna go get ice cream. Maybe. They don't close till 10:30.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We got.
We had time to spare shit.
We actually have time to fucking enjoy the ice cream. So, alright. Go up. No discos. Okay. Come her down. Come her down. It's so nice to see that the wheel is not cranked, crooked, or anything like that.
Fucking A. Near?
It's on the deck thing.
Let's get that.
Okay, hold on. Shh. Close that fucking door, please.
What the fuck?
It's fine. Here, I want to shake this.
Hold on.
You go underneath and see if there's any noises or anything.
Looks solid to me, man.
Okay. Hey,
That'll buff out.
hey. No. Leave it on. 2 days. 2 fucking days, guys.
Not even.
Tell me you can't. Tell me you can't do this shit in your driveway.
Yeah.
I have no experience in body work. None at all. I do very little body work. That was a major structural component, and I fucking did it myself. I don't need a body shop. You guys don't need a body shop. You guys can do any of this shit in your fucking driveway. That's all. That's it. Drop the fucking plate.
Yo, she rolls. Yeah. I didn't like that either, but it sounded like it was coming from the front, not the rear.
Steering is super tight.
That's a good sign, right? I would have to say so.
Steering's good.
Hey, now it's like the CRX. Hey, you can't park there.
They don't care.
Obviously.
First right.
rolls definitely, it rolls straight. Oh, I see fire.
Alright guys, so did a little drive around the neighborhood. I mean it still needs a little bit of work, but I think that it is going to be okay to drive.